Thank you, Ashley, for sending me this. I know you know who you are for this nice painting. Um, Quite frankly, I'm sick of the doom and gloom outlook and attitude. It's either sink or swim, and I want to swim. I'm a winner, not a loser. I always thought highly of myself. Believe it or not, all my life. I just believe because I was in the army one time, and I was in the army for 10 months. Um, I picked the wrong job, and at the time, I wasn't getting along with my dad. I went in the army in June of '05 and got out April of '06. I had to see a psychiatrist to get out, by the way. Um, what else was I gonna say? Um, and one of the things in the army, though, I learned was because I always, I always did well in school. I got academic achievement awards. I got attendance awards. I got a lot of different awards in elementary school and even beyond. I was in an honor society in college at one time, Phi Theta Kappa, back in '99 or '98. My grade point average was always pretty high. I mean, I was always a 3.6 or above growing up. But once I got my first job in a car, things just went downhill for me. Um, but what I learned in the army was, what I've discovered was you're your own. Like, you think about like battles that have, um, um, like Civil War. You think about all the wars throughout history, and your enemies. But a drill sergeant in the army taught us that you're your own worst enemy. You're your own demise. You do battle with yourself. You have a war with yourself. You're your own worst enemy. So, and I've actually lived through that, and I can say with confidence that I've been there. I've done it. I've been through it. I know what it's like. Um, um, I fell victim to it for many, many, many years through different rituals and things that I did to myself physically just to get a cheap thrill and feel good temporarily through pleasuring, you know what I mean? To be aroused while I would drink beer and my other fetish, my asphyxia fetish, which I did for over 20 years by myself. So, and that's like, if you think about it, it is a form of self harming, but it's done in like I guess it's related to sadomasochism or something, but I was involved, I did that for many years, and for some weird, odd reason, it turned me on. And even the beer is a form of a fetish that you're actually getting your jollies off, and you're getting turned on by looking at someone else that you never met before, just because you think she's hot and pretty and attractive, because you realize you're never gonna get with someone that looks of that caliber or along those lines. But in reality, if you try to make your life better, you can meet your goals. You can get where you want to go. You can achieve what you want. You just have to set your mind to it. If you focus on what you want to attain and what you want to get and get a job, I mean, I realize I am going to be getting a job soon, knock on wood. Once you start making money, once your confidence increases, once you feel even better than you previously did, once you realize that life is too short to be miserable and angry, and once you make self effort and your attitude gets better, then things look brighter. But if you're always in the doom and gloom mode, you're not going to get anywhere. And I think for so many years, I just kind of gave up and let myself go. I was like, what's the use? And kind of just gave up on myself. And I think that's the bottom line. I think now I'm starting to wake up and feel like, well, I want to redeem myself. I want to do better. I'm just like, I'm sick of complaining and people perceiving me as just being a whiner and making excuses. I'm a bag full of excuses, which I'm a person that speaks the truth. I was one to give it my all, to persevere in everything and anything I did. I always give it 110. I was always that kind of person all my life. And I think that after I got older, to a point, it got the better of me, and then I just fell apart basically. I just let my self-esteem crash. The clouds come crashing down on me just because I had to file bankruptcy, and I lost everything in the summer of or when I came back in the summer of '06, and lost it all in 2007 or 6, I don't know. And lost apartments in my life. had a lot of crap happen to me in my life. I mean, I still owe like over 10,000, probably like 11 or 12 grand just in college debt right now. I owe a loan place right now money. A lot of things suck right now, and having a companion, I think, would be good moral support for me, and I think it would be good for me to have someone I could talk to, especially a female, someone I can put my arm around. And just because I never experienced those things, I never experienced the simple things in life like making out or French kissing or making love to a woman, or enjoying sexual relationship with a woman. I don't even know what it's like to have sex without a condom. I've never done it. So I feel like I've been deprived in my life. I'll be 39 years old in November. So I just feel kind of fed up and irritated and angry because of situational depression. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just, I think that I hope there's, I mean, you're looking at me right now. I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm talking, I'm thinking, I'm formulating sentences. So there probably is light at the end of the tunnel. And I want to say thanks to Sanity's Drag, for her, long distance friendship. Even though I never met you in person, but you seem to take a liking or an interest to me. And I understand people are curious about me and interested. I mean, after all, it'll be 10 years I've been on YouTube and next month, or yeah, tomorrow, December. It'll actually be 10 years, my 10-year anniversary on YouTube, because I've been under different names. So I can understand why people are curious and take an interest or liking to me. That's not totally understandable. And I know I've made a monkey and a fool out of myself in most, like 90% of my videos. I've just made a monkey and a jerk, an idiot, an asshole out of myself, a jackass, made myself look dumb and stupid. I mean, I admit that. I'd be the first to admit that. And I know it's, to change, you have to start with yourself. It begins it takes patience, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes a lot of energy, but it's worth it, I think, in the long run. Because my dad always told me, nothing worthwhile is easy. I don't care, because my dad has 3 brothers, they're all doctors, and my dad's the only one that didn't become a doctor. My dad had 3 brothers, they all became successful. One's a surgeon. They all became successful physicians. And because my dad's parents pushed them to do that, to further their education, So and my dad always drilled in my mind, he said, nothing easy is worthwhile. Then he used to tell me, when he helped me with my homework, he used to always say, go to bed. This goes back many moons ago, but he used to say, just go to bed, let the seeds germinate, plant the seeds in my mind, and they'll germinate, in bed. And he used to always tell me that. I didn't drink back then either, so I used to play the piano. I used to make my own songs on the piano back in them days. So I have talent deep down. I mean, I never could read music, but I would make my own melodies up and tunes. So I feel like I had set my dreams high. I wanted to play in the NBA in high school, and they used to laugh at me. So I always had high goals, expectations, and I hold myself in high regard, I have a lot of class deep down, and I have a lot of integrity deep down. It just doesn't show off in my videos, I just wanted to clarify and explain all that stuff, because I do feel like I'm highly talented in different ways. I'm gifted, I'm blessed, and I think I'm put here for a reason. So thanks for watching, and I'm sorry if I offended anyone in my comment section, but I try to keep it real, keep it 100. Later, guys. Thanks for watching.